soon. How's it going? Thanks for joining in on YouTube. I'm just setting up all of the stuff here, so I've got a see. I had I'm gonna blank on. Why am I blanking on Simon's name? Simon helped me with setting up a camera application. And so I'm trying to make sure that I have that set up before we get completely started here. Also, hello Pipu. I've heard, supposedly, that Twitch is getting weird about people showing chats from other platforms, even if they're not, even if they're streaming on a separate platform as well. I think that's just a little weird. I don't understand why they're being finicky about it. My camera's looking orange today. What is that? This, but then click this. Oh, okay. I was like, what is going on? They want all the money, but at the same time, it's like, what are you really getting? From, like, preventing me from having, whatchamacallit, from preventing me from having another chat open. We are playing a different Puffin list, like I mentioned, that we would be trying. We're almost ready. Just gotta set up all the screens here. Alright. Let's go back here, exit studio mode. Cool. Hello, hello. So, today, we are playing a slightly different Puffin list. This one we're calling it 2 cardboarding. The main reason is because a lot of the sideboard has been now cut down to 2 ofs. You can see we've got 2 of Pummel, 2 of Erase Space, 2 of Jolly Bludger, and 2 of Copper Cog over here, with 6 D-Reacts and then 3 performance bonus. One of the open slots that's left because of this, I'd bring Crown of Dominion back into the deck. We're testing this right now just to see if it wants to make its way back in or not. Most matchups I've been enjoying Crown of Providence, so this is going to be a test for today. Main board changes. You're going to see just a slight bit of changes here. So, Chart a Course over Money Where Your Mouth Is, and the main board Pummels. 2 Conquerors instead of 3, mostly because there's a lot of matchups where this card's just not very playable, and so I like taking it down to 2 so that I can bring in Erase Face, especially into like the ninjas and stuff like that. Just bring in Erase Face. Feels like you can play it more often, and sometimes it's a little bit more relevant text-wise. This is mostly the same. Cloud City Steamboat's the same. You'll notice that Copper Cogs, we have 4 Copper Cogs, but we do have the 2 extra in the sideboard. So if we're boarding to where we're a little bit more on the like high cost curve, so like typically this is against like slower decks, you can bring in the extra set of cogs alongside like your Pummels and like Jolly Bludger and that kind of thing. Erase Face, I figure, is kind of like a good spot. Cat screaming. Erase Face, I think, is like a good spot for us to be in right now. So I'm going to try that out and see just kind of how it works. And Chart a Course is very, very... we're going to see if it works or not. And I did try to update my matchups here as well. You're going to hear my kitty cat screaming because she's an attention hog right now. You know what, actually, I'm going to hit be right back for like 2 seconds. I'm going to run and grab my drink from the front room. Okay. So we actually got a gravy matchup. This is sweet. Okay. So we're going to want to go first because we can leak damage. We don't want to play Crown of Dominion into gravy. We want to bring in these. We want to bring in the bludgers. So race face relevant. Don't think so. So like pummel maybe. Or actually maybe just the cogs. Oh. Alright. Well, we're not sideboarding for that now. Pix is upset that we're not playing gravy as well. These people are impatient. Mario. Mario, I think we want to try and go second. And I've been trying to figure out this matchup as best as I can. So the reason why we've got the 60 reacts in the sideboard is for matchups like this. Instead of going down to 40 reacts, just bringing in 60 reacts into these decks that are like way more aggressive than us allows us to set up really well. I kind of just like discarding here. If he's just trying to convert a hand. Yeah. We absolutely blow them out now with a turn 1 shelter. Yeah, that's huge. Our hand isn't like the craziest hand, but it does send CNC, which is like the bare minimum of what I can ask for because they are setting up an arsenal. Also, I went to grab my gigantic Whataburger drink from the front room. See how bad they want to protect this. That's fine. Let's put soup up on the bottom first. I think we're pretty okay with just taking the 1 here. Kiss of Death. I like being able to set up Chart a Course. I wonder if it's worth it to... I kind of think... Because this has to be an attack. Or does it... Thinking. Because... his ability gives us go again if it hits. So if I, we just pass. Because if it's a react here, it's only for 3. We commit a sync. I kind of like just keeping this hand. And then This follow-up needs to be something. Oh, okay, they just don't have anything. I kind of don't mind just going like E-Strike for 10. Arsenal sink below. I think we just E-Strike for 10. Just send some damage. Okay, he arsenaled a sink below. Yeah, you can undo. You gotta move back to before blocks. Yeah. No problem. If anything, I just get, like, game knowledge from him blocking that way. Yeah, because he's trying to keep the Kiss of Death in hand. Both of my... yeah. They've had some weird hands starting off. But they definitely want to keep stuff back, because this just says Kiss of Death. But he discarded Kiss of Death? Upsticks. Chelicera for 8. I mean, I kind of want a cog here. I don't know that Unicycle's worth using right now. I think I want a cog. No. Leave no witness, so we just get to throw a sink below in front of it. I actually kind of like sinking soup up here. Yeah, that's fine. And now our Charter Course into Cogwork Zeppelin is like infinitely harder for them to interact with. Yeah, because we want to... I think this might be the poly turn, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because we can Loan Shark, grab a new cog, poly, grab an extra card. Yes, I do. And then we can arsenal whatever this... yeah, this is a fine arsenal. So we go... Charter Course into Zeppelin. I actually think I put the blue... I think I value the blue Zeppelin a little bit more than I value the soup up. Because this is 11. So far, the charts have been kind of crazy. There's picks. Orb Weaver under the trapdoor. So he's just keeping the red Orb Weaver back. I have 1, 2 cogs, so we push it by 1. Come over by 4. Then we tap, don't crank. And then that way we go into the next turn with this in Arsenal. He's forced into killing Poly here. Yep. And then he just arsenals a card. Our hand, unfortunately, doesn't really convert super great. But I think that's kind of okay. So we can get a second cog here, which will push this up to 5 and push this with go again. So I think that's worth doing. So we'll do this, we'll crank, and we'll play this. Sarachnia has worse luck than you. Dude, I feel like he's got some rough hands so far. I kind of actually like over-pitching here, just so we save a sink, or sorry, we save a shelter for later in the game. Plus, our hand's not converting it anyways, so I'd rather not IP the, extra D-react in the hand, considering how much he's giving us here. And then we will just float a cog into the following turn. This is a pretty insane hand, actually. So +4 to a dagger, but he knows that I'm going to conquer him on the following turn. He's not presenting anything to me, so I'm cool with just saying yeah. Because Black Tech can't hit this, and his thing isn't... He would have to flick his other knife right now to get me marked for that to have go again. Or is it attack action cards? Just attacks. So now we are going to double pitch here. Say a nice 4-card 14. That's fine. And an inertia trap. This is just hand and arsenal bottom of deck. Oh, okay, so I'm losing my sink below. So it'd be sink, then I want Cogworks next. Do I have any yellows? I don't think I have any yellows. Or no, I do have a loan shark. 5. So I can actually... I fucking hate that this is piercing, man. But I can go here, and then Sunken Treasure, and then flip. Yeah, well, Sunken Treasure, we're gonna flip over Loan Shark, make a gold. I actually like keeping Chart a Course here because we're pushing a lot of damage. Although I don't think we utilize it as effectively on this next turn cycle. I think it's cool to just like keep it back. We're also just preventing I think maybe we block here because this is just next time you hit a marked hero with a dagger. Well, he could just flick to give this go again. So I think it's actually worth committing this here. Because I just fade the Saber Bloodshed turn. We definitely want a cog. Yep. And then now we leave them with the choice of do they block 6 or not. Sorry about the disconnect noises. Maybe he has another trap here. Okay, sink blow's fine. There's no point in me plussing it. Yo. Okay, it's not hydrating with water, but I've got this guy here. So we'll be sipping down. Thank you. Of note, I've had no good way of utilizing this at all. Man, I think this guy's gonna FF against me. I've had every good opportunity into him to like play shelter. Yeah, if he's that desperate to get the connect, then that's what he does. Okay. I think we're just sending E-Strike for 7 here and arsenaling CNC. 7. Whataburger's good. I was telling Lauren on my way home from work, I was like, I really want Whataburger. She's like, okay. So now there being one like right across from where we live too, so nice. Pitches that, picks up his clave, probably sends clave, yeah. This is just damage. Okay. Trapdoor. He's already gone through one inertia trap, so I don't know if he has a second. I would assume he has at least 2. I picked the wrong arsenal card. CNC's great here. Are you kidding me? Watch. You're going to see why CNC is great here. So we got 2. We're going to send Dovetail. This is fine. He needs another D-react. I'm already marked, so I don't care. Do I give a shit about untapping? Because I can go again by untapping. So if I untap and then I do go again here, then I'll still have 2 action points. I have 1 floating. Then I would be able to go Cloud City Steamboat just for straight 4. Or I could go to 8, untap it. I would still have an extra action point. Play this, then play this. Or actually, I don't. So if I go again, then okay. So we'll resolve his sync. If I go again, then I keep 2 action points. I play this, then play this, pitch this, then shoot. Oh no, I won't be able to shoot because these won't have untapped. That's fine. So you get hand info now. It was mostly I just wanted to throw 6. Pretty sure it's a trap in Arsenal. He's flipping into, I'm assuming, Black Widow. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, it was another stains. They had 3 stains on that last turn. I got no reacts. Five. So I can play this, pitch, play this, play this, play this. 5. Damage is damage right now. If it was usable, they would have used it last turn. I wasn't marked, so they didn't get good utilization out of it. Codex of Frailty. I kind of just like don't care. But another part of me wants to like preserve life a little bit. I'm gonna hit him with the thinking again. Does Puffin? Yeah, we only play Pummel, and I've got 2, and they're not in for this matchup. So if I block here, here, keep my arsenal. There's no way of pumping this. Yeah, I think we actually protect our arsenal here, because the workshop is pretty powerful with the rest of the hand that we've got. So, I'm trying to think here. Go here, pitch this. Crank. Put a seam counter on it. Then we want to go here and tap to give go again. That's the nearly through every D-React at this point. We're sending 3 with no other way to buff it. I'm just gonna say cool. Not worth burning Unicycle when I've still got literally all 3 of my Palantirs left in deck. I really want to keep this. I don't have a way of preventing him from marking me, so let's instead try and figure out what the marked thing is going to do. Okay, so me blocking would have done nothing anyways, because Tarantula Toxin's broken as shit. Codex, okay. So he's gonna grab another Leave No Witness. Oh, he grabbed CNC. Man. Now this hand's looking awkward. This would be really nice to keep. This would also be really nice to keep. I just don't think I can keep everything. I'm not going to be able to full block the CNC. Actually, here, I'm gonna ask if we can undo to see if I can pick something different. Because I might actually be able to play a card here if I want to block effectively. Yeah. Because, like, what I could do here is I could take, like, E-Strike, and then that way I can convert my hand a little bit better. Or I could take, like, CNC because he's going to ponder, and then probably Arsenal. So I take CNC to his CNC. I discard Copper Cog. Then I block Cog and Dovetail, keep the blue, send CNC for 5. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll discard the Cog because it doesn't block anyways. Then we block 6. We've also had, like, barely any of our soup ups in this matchup. Like, all of our soup ups are still in deck. Like, every single one of them is still in deck. And then also, we're still missing 2 D-Reacts. I know I bottomed one of them. It's giving me Mask of Deceit for Black Widow. Why is he... He blocked 6. Yeah, and I mean, like, he's forced into using some stuff here. He's probably gonna undo, if I imagine. Oh? Okay. Still no reacts. Oh man, my favorite card in the entire game. Bet this is a Tarantula Toxin as well. He's only played 1. Actually, he probably just wants to discard it. Which means no matter what, this is coming out in for 10. I'm just gonna have to full block because it's still gonna hit me. I'm actually not interested in playing anymore. I can't. I drawn nothing of what I needed, and he's still got 2 Tarantula Toxins left in deck, so I can't play around it anymore. Yeah, I just feel like I didn't have any disruptive turns, so he was able to just kind of take advantage of it, but that's okay. I did not do a prediction for that one, but we'll do a prediction for the next game. Let me grab my list again. For some reason, I forgot to save it to favorites. But yeah, I don't know if that's like super winnable or not. I had some pretty good hands. I'll go first. This is probably just the aggro matchup. Just confirming I like everything here. Okay. Decks hate you sometimes. I mean, yeah, that just does happen. Just a part of it. The chart, of course, has felt really good in that last match. I don't know if we'll have to see how they continue to feel. It's possible that that card should just be something else, but chart, of course, helps me threaten all my other cards. Just kind of have to wait and see. I do like that it's unconditional for just the first attack. I'll do predictions once the person comes in. Gravy. I would like to go first into gravy. I'm going to press the gravy button. There you go. This is one of the first times I get to actually test out the performance bonus tech. I like seeing this early. I wonder if it's worth just sending it to steal his gold right away. And then arsenaling E-Strike. Don't a crank? Yep. And then put one back. And then we'll bludger. I'm gonna give this overpower. See how bad he needs this gold. Tap a cog to gain overpower. Yeah. Delay is real. Yeah, you might be a tiny bit delayed. Twitch should be better than YouTube for delay. You would have voted yes. You don't think I'll win into a gravy? I do like this guy's name is Landlubber. Very fitting for a gravy player. Just depends on how much he wants to protect this gold. Because, like, he brought in a whole equipment piece just for it. Right? Because he can obviously, he can use his hero ability, right? He's just not going to. This matchup's slow, but as long as I can get through it... Just thought you'd throw some points in. Dude, go for it. You play this matchup a lot? What would you say overall? Like, is this matchup good or bad for Gravy? He's already got another gold. He's gonna play the Cuddy. What's going on, Dragon Party? Dude, we're trying. We're playing a different list today than the one that we played on Wednesday. If you want to look at it, the exclamation mark deck or exclamation mark deck list now both give you the same response. I fixed that because I realized that I messed it up the other day. Rigor Mortis is here. I think this matchup favors Boost Puffin. Haven't found a pirate version you truly love yet. I think this matchup is like way better for Boost Puffin. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Gravy didn't just use the gold right away. This is a good looking hand though, because like I can pitch here, give it go again, kill this, then send perform. Well, we'll see what I need to do. 3. I don't give a shit. Yeah, Cuddy Shark's a little interesting. So he's using the ability. And now he's going to attack with it, I assume. He's just holding Rigor Mortis for a later turn. I don't really like giving him like long or like don't really like giving him a lot of gold, but he's just going to steal the gold back that we already had. And I don't really need that gold for this turn cycle. So we're going to E-Strike, go again, kill the Cuddy Shark, then set up this. See, what's awkward is this only works for my first attack. So I still think it's correct to clear the Cuddy Shark with go again. Then maybe I just send, No, it's this into Cutty Shark, pitching Chart a Course. We're going to give it go again. And then we're going to go E-Strike, put this on bottom, buff power. I feel like this is a fine turn. I know we don't get to utilize Chart a Course here, but I think that utilizing Chart a Course just from initial glance into this matchup instantly already feels a little weird. So I think it's possible that if I'm sideboarding for this matchup at a later time, maybe Chart a Course, if it stays in the deck list, gets dropped for something else. See what he does. No blocks. Okay. It's good for me. I'm hoping I see a sunken treasure here. Nope. Still a very playable hand. We don't really have a cog to float into the next turn, but this is going to be able to make us a cog. Maybe we Tinkerings. Depends on how much we value having 2 cogs versus 1. I think, no, 2 is probably where I want to be. So this might be a block with Tinkerings. Did buy Balance of Justice just because of this matchup? Like, into me? Or are you saying for, like, specifically playing into Gravy? Because I have Balance of Justice, and I've been seeing people saying that Balance of Justice is, like, crazy good in this matchup. Attack gets go again. Okay. Which one is this, Cuddy? This is on hit, make a gold. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just block his second gold creation. Because he's going to try and play that. He's going to try and play into this somehow. He only has 1 action point. So it could just be that he's trying to play out this 2. I guess this is as good of a block for Tinkerings as I can get right here. Very clean. Because I'm realizing now that he can't attack with that. Specifically to go into Gravy. Okay. So we get really good. We get a really good play here. I think we're gonna leave Cutty Shark in play, but we go here, clear Rigor Mortis, get a gold. Then their Watery Grave. Then I think we break chain. We're gonna crank. Yep. And then this is so we can see if we can get a good Arsenal card. Okay, that is a perfectly fine Arsenal card, actually. I'm more tempted to play this now so that we can fade it into the next turn. Right, because this is 1, pitch this, I have 2 floating, this is, yes I do, 1 and 2. Then, assuming I did my math right. Yeah, I did my math right. Brought it for gravy as I'm playing him, so be good into Puffin and Brute. Well, just based off of what I've done so far, I've only drawn 1 card, and I only ever typically draw 1 card. If I draw a second card that's like super rare, I think you want it more into gravy rather than you want it into Puffin, because Puffin usually is only drawing 1 card, if she is drawing a card. So we're taking out whatever this Arsenal card is. Maybe. See, discarding a watery. Okay, discard Chump from hand. Really protecting that Arsenal. Still send it at him. I wish this wasn't 4. This being 4 is like super annoying. But now we're floating 3 cogs into the next turn. Actually, I might just crank here. I might crank here and come in for 3. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Or come in for 2. Just push him a little bit further down. I don't ever typically need to go above 3 anyways. That's so fine. Yeah. Cool with me. So we just go here, here, put this on bottom, give it go again. And then we're going to send Jolly Bludger. To steal the gold. We're not going to give Overpower this time, though. We're just going straight damage right now. If he wants to block, like, a D-React plus another card, I think that'd be kind of shocking. Yeah. I don't think that this is correct. Unless this gold is, like, completely changing his turn, I don't think it does enough. We have a really good soup up block here. As well as just 1. They have 5 pitch right now. If this is something like crazy, then that's annoying. But he's probably just, yeah, probably just slamming Chum. Okay, thinking here. This is 2 go again. Spitfire becomes 2. I can not clear Chum because he has 6. So Cloud City Steamboat would be the only other chance I have of killing that right now. So if I block here, save some life, then on my turn I play the Loan Shark, I have 1 cog, then I just push all the damage into Chum. So we're gonna Loan Shark. So I have to have this resolve first, then I'll unicycle. As much as I hate doing this, I just need to keep his stuff cleared. I think this is probably the most effective use that I have of it right now. Tip will discard Sawbones. God, I wish I've seen any of my fucking sunken treasures. Just seen 0 so far. He's calling probably Whaler. Yeah, that's fine. If I had to guess, it would be like Whaler, or maybe a Chum, since he's got a Sawbones. Because he blocked with Back Alley early. So I don't think he has a second one there to get a second action point, but I could be wrong. Nobody... See, you say Anka, I think Anka sucks. There's no reason for him to be on Anka in this matchup. Or any matchup. I just don't think it's worth the slot. He's also playing kind of risky here because he doesn't know if I'm going to follow up with something pretty solid. I have 4 go again into 4 go again into 2 go again. The man is on Cuddy, yeah. Yeah, we've got 2 Cuddys flipped so far. Do you like Anka? I don't think it's very good. But he is playing it apparently. He's got a second. He's just filling the yard at this point. I'd be surprised if he's running 2 back alleys. Get himself an extra action point. Like, he needs something else here. This is probably a blue as well. Rigor Mortis. Pretty annoying. Yeah, Dead Threads. Gold baited. This is just next pirate attack. So he's playing Rigor Mortis. But doesn't have an action point after. I kind of want to use the blue soup up to clear it. Then send Skimmer. Just kind of save some life. Maybe keep the other soup up for Arsenal. Makes you discard when you draw, plus if you ignore it, turns 1 for 5 beatstick. Yeah. So that clears. Oh yeah, he steals my gold because of that. Yeah, we'll just clear this. And then send 4 to the face. I don't want to discard. Ooh, no. Okay. So can't play this. No go again here. Go again here if I play this. I might want a Providence here just to unscrew this hand a little bit. Pitch. Still hasn't played a blue yet. I also still haven't seen any sunken treasures. I've seen 1 performance bonus. That sucks. He's got so much gold. It's just that I can't really afford to lose this much stuff right now. We're gonna clear my arsenal. Okay. It's not as bad. Conqueror just does nothing. Red cells. You mean, Swell? This one? Yeah. I do think the Swell's a little weird. Turns on all his stuff. Discarded a Sawbones. So that's 2 Sawbones now. He gets a Dead Threats out. He's cracking a gold. So his hand has something in it that's hard for him to use. Maybe he's trying to use the Avasti. Just sucks because all these attacks are so big. And I just like really haven't had good opportunity to clear. I think I want to double play the cogs here. We'll draw, see what we get. It's gonna be Sunken Treasure, because that's the most annoying thing I could draw right now. Loan Shark's fine. It's not really playable because I'm at 6. But I can go Sky Skimmer here, pass, priority, we'll give it go again. Then Dovetail pitch this. I just feel like I'm not seeing any of my tech cards. I mean, I'm seeing, I saw the 2 Jolly Bludgers, but I feel like they didn't do much. They stole gold that he just ended up stealing right back anyways. I think this is go again. Okay, I need to see if he discards here. So this needs to resolve. Okay. So I'm still just gonna say go again. I untap both the cogs. And then I come in for 3. I know it's not like the craziest turn cycle, but it still leaks at least 4 here, which is nice. Chart's really good here. He's seen the eye twice now from shuffles. So 3rd Blood in the Water. No other D-reacts shown so far. I've still seen 0 sunken treasures, which is pretty frustrating, considering how many like things he has thrown at me. God damn. I just need to preserve life. As much as it sucks to do that. I think we might be screwed because the first thing he played was blue, right? So he just like ends, does Dead Threads, plays Sawbones, attacks for 6. Come on, dude. We just saw, like, nothing of what I wanted in that matchup. I think chart was bad as well. So let's see here. Maybe we just like up the copper cog, bring in a race face. And try that. Oops. Let me choose prediction outcome. Start a new one. So not doing great so far. Unfortunate though. It could also just be that, you know, we're in that time right now where things just aren't going my way. I swear I used to have a mirror button. You know what? If they are on boost, then a race face is like way better. So I'm gonna board like this just in case. I wonder if I just like play some copper cogs and pass, just get some stuff set up, and then we have the dovetail for next turn. It's also possible, okay, they're on 62 cards, so it's likely they are on boost. Let's crank, draw. Chart is like unbelievably tempting here. I think we just go for it actually. Would you like to block 10? I think they're on boost. They're on 66 cards. Maybe not. I did forget predictions. Thank you. Just started. So we'll let this resolve. I'm surprised they're just burning Tinkerings this early, but I guess they get 2 out of it, kind of. Opinion Century resolve. +1. I probably want to go again on this. You believe this time? Thank you. Yo. Actually got enough points for pack redemption. Sweet. Do you want heavy hitters or high seas? I've got both. So far, what they've shown me, I feel like they're not on boost. But with that many cards in deck, I'm kind of surprised. Maybe they're like, yeah, they're intentionally playing towards fatigue, so they're on Pirate. They're sending Poly pretty early. So they at most have, okay, they at most have 7. So if I block exactly 7, this is the awkward side of things. So if I block 7 here, he can at most pump it to 7. Yeah. We'll just pass to leave it as is. I'm not gonna crown. Do I want to crank? Nope. He had the pummel. Wow. Just like incredibly fucking punished. Now we just lose all of our cogs. That really sucks for us. Like, really fucking sucks for us, because now he's just set up, like, crazy huge. Let's set a pack aside for you. I don't think you have enough golden cogs, friend. Oh, sick. Buy the unicycle, I guess. This dude's just high rolling the shit out of me right now. I need to draw blue here. Trying my best not to be tilted, but like this dude has just had everything so far. Speaking of everything. Speaking of everything, this dude has had literally everything so far. I'm trying my best to keep the composure, you know? I know what. Fab's mental. I mean, this dude's driving me mental right now in this matchup, if that's anything. We've just had, like, the actual worst hands possible. I can block 7 here. Do I want to block 7? Not really. Do I have Poly in play? Yeah. We're not on Tunic next turn. Yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest. I can't play this match right now. I'm just gonna give you the prediction outcome. I'm gonna give you your points back. I don't want to play that match. That match was unbelievably tilting for me. I'm just not interested in it. Just dude has had everything the whole game. Still had CNC in hand. Still had Jolly Bludger. Like if I blocked wrong on that turn as well. Like I should have galvanized to get rid of one of my cogs, because if the follow-up is Jolly Bludger, then he just gets to steal all my cogs again. Which it was exactly that. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Every time I sign in and I see my deck go 0 and 3, it makes me very frustrated. Because it's like, I feel like I should be doing something different, or that I could be doing something different, but I don't know what to do. So, because I hate myself and people keep telling me to do it, I'm gonna just try a different deck list. You're gonna have to give me a second to find it. So give me just a sec while I'm looking through to find it. And it could just be that I'm cooking too hard, you know? And that's what's throwing me off. What is frustrating is I really wanted to play that pistol like sloop Puffin deck, but I can't even do that now. Oh, and we'll do your pack redeem in a second here. Focus on the good and everything you learned the past 3 games. I mean, yes, I get that, but at the same time, it's like I can only tolerate it so much. Like it gets to a point where it's just eventually just too frustrating for me to continue playing, and I just don't. You know, I'm not interested in just playing tilted the whole time. Is it this one? Guess it's not that one. And it's not that one. So we're gonna try this other deck list, but we're gonna do pack redeem real fast. So we got our High Seas pack here. We got a Angry Bones blue, Salvage Shot, Sky Skimmer, Cutty Shark, your favorite, Headshot yellow, Wilfer Blow, Swindler's Grift, Embolism blue, Expedition to the Blackwater Strait. Card just dropped straight onto the floor. Sirens in Safe Harbor, Quartermaster Boots, Scrub the deck, Throw Caution. Let's see what our foil is. Not bad. This is my 4th foil. Actually, sorry, there's something else behind it. Also a Bam Bam. That's a really, really good pack. Let me pick up that card that fell really quick, wherever it went to. So, first pick out of this pack. I'm liking Sirens blue, probably. 2 for 4 at blue. Blocks well. Pretty effective in late game. Bludger does lock me pretty early. But cool Bludger, though. It's going to get thrown into a trade binder. Alright, we are going to paste in this person's list. We're just going to blind attempt to play a boost Puffin list. Okay. From my experience, we want... This isn't the AB one. Okay, so we want AB one here. You see Providence being good. I'm just gonna send him the good luck, have fun while I'm figuring this out. We'll just keep it as is. You don't know about Bam Bam? Dude, Bam Bam's gonna be like the best card in the format next set. I like... don't really get a lot off of Palantir here. See how we convert this hand. Blessing. So they're just doing a setup turn. Okay. So we can set up for Palantir, but Palantir's not really doing a whole lot for us here. We can play this, crank. Just try and get a bigger hand. See what cogs we have. Still push a lot of damage. I think we're kind of okay with just trying to push quickly. Although I don't like giving him access to flailing me. Yeah. I'm actually going to keep the Palantir and not send it here. We're just going to send the Spitfire. I know it's a mostly like underwhelming turn, but I think setting up the Palantir to get rid of an equipment piece on his side is going to be like really important. It's probably going to be Purgatory, just because of how he's played so far, or what his setup is. I would assume he would block with Purgatory over anything else. But this leaks a little bit, puts us in a halfway decent spot, puts us in Arsenal, gets us set up. So like now we have a turn. Let's see, 2 cogs isn't enough. So we need to pitch this, play this, double crank, see what we get. This is, we're just gonna skip all of them. Don't care. Don't care there's no on hit. This is still no on hit, and if you succumb me, that's fine. Yeah. I can't play around succumb here anyways. So we have to gamble on whether or not he thinks that Cog in the Machine is the best card in my hand. Okay. I think that's okay. His follow-up is flailing me. I don't like leaving him with it, so what we could do here actually is Tinkerings. This gives us our second cog that we need. No, I don't. And then this way we can Copper Cog. Oh, I forgot he's got a fucking action point from the other thing. He's going to create an Eloquence regardless. It's a really good turn from our opponent. We want to play this. Yep, See, I'm undecided. I don't think we like drawing an extra card here. I think we just set the soup up for the following turn cycle. Eye Pockets. You can see how well the testing is going currently right here. It's not going great. We're trying a completely different deck list right now. He's gonna purg me, and then I just lose the soup up anyways. Yep. Destroy this, and then... You know what's stupid? Why does the purg still go off if this is removed as a defending card? That makes no sense to me. But yeah, Pockets, if I'm being honest, this Puffin's feeling like a lost cause for me right now. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with it, and it just feels like shit every time I play it. Lately, at least. A Dirge's Rune Chance up to 3, yep. Banshee. Make a new one, this is 7. Can try to get my locals deck list. He's a boost Puffin. I mean, I'm playing the boost one right now. Blocking card triggers can't ever be removed once created. Wish bouncing gun and flash stop flashback. Yeah. Yeah, it is dumb that that works the way that it does. I really don't think that it should work that way. Our turns are just like shit. I'm gonna put this soup up on bottom. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, like, at all. Like, I get 3 here, probably Copper Cog into Poly, I guess. See if we draw a better card to play. Fast and Furious is actually, like, pretty solid. Yeah, I'll boost. Also, hi, Dave. Did I miss? I did miss the prediction. I did. Man. The earlier game tilt just like has thrown me off so bad. Look at the interaction with Looming Doom. What do you mean? What about Looming Doom? So far, our opponent just like doesn't give a shit about anything we play. They're just like racing infinitely faster than we are. We're like mildly keeping up, but like his board state's slightly better than ours. This is a hand actually. Vexing. Okay, never mind. This isn't a hand anymore. Can't do anything about that. Then we've got 3 coming in. So no matter what, I'm banishing a card from hand. He's also banishing a card from hand. I think we're banishing the Cogwork Zeppelin. God, just taking 7 here sucks. I'll block 1 of it. Weird to banish that off the top. I guess he's not thinking that it's got enough from it. Is this the Arsenal one? Top card of deck. God, I go to 2 here. He's got Machinations anyways. Overpower, go again, on hit. No on hit, but basically an on hit. On hit death. Cole off the top. Are you fucking joking? Sure, dude. He's gonna just hit Polly. Destroy their enchants, but because they're still on the stack, they go through. That's really interesting. That's interesting. I just feel like Puffin isn't offering enough disruption-wise. She's slow, and like, even with this boost list, I mean, this is the first game I'm playing of it, and I'm just getting disrupted to all hell. I just feel like it's not doing enough. And I don't enjoy it not doing enough. All the high C heroes are mid. Yeah, I just am not impressed with how they've played out. Like, this hand just like actually does nothing that I want it to do. They're probably taking a setup turn here. Yeah. Which is like, that's lucky for us that they had a setup turn. But the moment that they can call me, they're gonna call me. Or they maybe just hold it. Because it depends. Because, like, they have to banish as well, right? So, it depends on whether or not their hand's playable if they do it that way. Why didn't I threaten game? What do you mean? He has Cole. I cannot threaten lethal. Right? He gets a priority... Does he not get a priority window after he's taken damage? Very bad so far, Dragon Party. Zipper would have done it, as he didn't react. He gets prio, but even if he banishes, he could choose not to do it. I mean, I just die anyways. But okay, that makes sense. I didn't see that line. Yeah. You know, that makes sense, because then he just gets to pull a card from my hand the moment I take one arcane. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just, like, not impressed with how things are rolling lately. Just not impressed. Yeah, that makes sense. It could be time to break out some of the old stuff that I've got access to and try some stuff. Been testing KO a lot. See, I'm not a big brute player. You could get me. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Did I do a prediction on that one? I didn't do a prediction on that one either. See, for me here, let's pull up Fabry. So just to give you guys an idea of what I have access to, deck-wise. I have access. Actually, how about this? Let's go to meta results. You think I need to get untilted? No, I'm feeling fine right now. I'm just like, I unfortunately got rid of a lot of the cards for Assassin that I own. I was really, really down on Assassin's playstyle, and I think that it just hasn't been that interesting for me lately. And so I got rid of like almost all of my Assassin stuff. I think deck-wise, so like decks I have access to, I'll just click on some stuff here. Which Ira might be interesting, but I don't like seeing that. Decks I have access to. Why did I scroll down like that? Decks I have access to. I think I'm like one card away from Acilio. Is that really all the heroes? Yeah, it is. So like these are the decks I have access to right now because I've sold off a lot of my old stuff. And so right now this is just feeling like dog shit. I'm just not happy with it, and the win rate here is also telling of how successful it is. It could be Dash.io time. It could be Dash.io time. See what sucks, and it could just be that I pick decks that are naturally bad into Assassin, but I like all the time I feel like I'm picking decks that are bad into Assassin. Acilio, yeah, it takes a lot of practice. I've seen I'm gonna blank on his name, Yudo's Acilio deck, and that shit looks crazy. But another big aspect that I care about a lot is what it looks like into my local meta. So we're going to click off decks that don't exist in my local meta just so that we can kind of get a grasp of what I'm going into right now. Because my local meta is wide, like extremely wide. Like on any given day I can run into a ton of different styles of decks. Basically an Acilio main. So this is like my meta right now, my local meta. I know it's a little hard to see because of the chat, but you can see kind of where everything sits here. So I've played a lot of Syndra, and I like Syndra. I've got her sitting literally just on this side of my desk over here. I can put Dash.io back together. I just don't know. Part of me is really thinking that take Azalea off. You're not going to bring her? Okay. It was on there for you, specifically. Yeah. the assassin meta percents are currently ban worthy. I'm pretty confident that the assassin's gonna get a ban after the Pro Tour is done. Do I want a Fang game? I'm down to play into Fang pockets. If you want to just like wait like 2-3 minutes, finish talking over this, and then maybe we can jump into a game. Cool. So right now, Puffin, as you can see, and this is where I'm playing the most right now, is my local meta, right? So if I'm looking at this kind of a matchup spread, I think this is rough. I think this is really rough of a matchup spread. And so I'm thinking that I'm leaning against continuing to play Puffin right now, as much as it does hurt, because I think that she's really fun. It's just that it's not like consistent enough. I feel like it's not doing what I need it to do. So I'm thinking we're narrowing it to like these choices currently. Your variance does matter. Yeah, it does, like a lot. Mario and Prism look a little low, should be 45-55. Syndra KO. The new tech. You mean Syndra with pain in the backside and cut through and that kind of stuff? Because if you're talking about that, I think I was already playing that. Give me 1 second. I can show you I've got my list sitting just right over here. Acilio anti-Syndra tech. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, if I'm being honest with you. Because, like, I've got... Or if you draw all instants, yeah. So, just looking here, like, I've got my double strikes, I've got my sound the alarms, I've got my loyalties, which the sound the alarm loyalty thing was a tech that I put together for Syndra's, and I know that worked like decently well for a few people. Got some kunais. Did I actually put the cold foil in here? There are two. Okay, I have the other facing one. But, like, I almost had this deck, like, if not completely blinged out, I was, like, super close to having it completely blinged out. Sound the Alarm Loyalty. Dude, Sound the Alarm Loyalty is, like, a legit idea. I have no idea if this is sorted or not. It is not sorted. But I'm trying to see... So, like, I was already running Cut Through in the list... But I don't remember if I'm still running Pain in the Backside. I don't see Pain in the Backside in here. But I think what I did was I changed it around a little bit to where I was running what was the one card? I was running Rabble and Snatch, I think, were my 2 slots that were more generic. Also, I love that this has just been sitting on the floor. Like, this has just been sitting on the floor next to my desk. Pretty fun there. I am missing, like, a handful. One of those Rabbles was yours. That is actually very true, Dave. Still got it. But I think, and this is just me, I think, yeah, British Rabble. If I'm interested in any deck right now, I'm interested in this deck. This one. because she got some new stuff. She's playing disruptive, just like Puffin wants to. It's a little bit slower, but getting these Vengeance cards and having this new, like, Edge of Autumn playstyle might be something that I look into. I've heard on, granted this is I heard on Twitter, but I think on Twitter TCG Talk was saying that not Ira but Katsu is using these cards like extremely effectively. Like he's using this card, and then he's using, is it Retrace the Past? This card. So he like Gust Waves, Retraces, then his next card comes in with a plus, and like just crazy good, because he just names Edge of Autumn off of it, and then you can banish your Edge of Autumn, and so I'm kind of tempted to go this way. I do really like how much they've changed up Ira's accessibility. The Ira Armory deck is a Katsu one. It might be. Katsu player erase you on Talishar running the Ira package. It seems really good. You can also name Vengeance as a chain for Enact Vengeance, or to buy back the arms. Oh, that's so cool. There's no other, like, name a card this turns into that name, right? If I look up name, and there's Be Like Water, but that doesn't do it. I guess it's Mask of Many Faces. That's kind of digging deep. I don't know if that's that good that I would run it over other stuff. You're talking about this one? This is Zen one? At one point he had 4 cards in banish, could only play them all on his turn. That's kind of insane. I'm thinking if I want to do anything right now, I think I want to try and put together Ira. For the sake of trying to keep time, Pockets, you said you wanted to jam a game. Do you want to jam a game into Puffin, or do you want to you have an Edge of Autumn Katsu? You want to play into Puffin? Okay. I am going to... I'll play you on Puffin, that's fine. I'm going to send the invite in chat. So just be faster than anyone else in chat. Had 1 no block in hand, he had 4 more cards banished. Fang or Katsu, whichever one you want. I wouldn't mind Katsu if it's the new Katsu, just to get like an idea of what it plays like. I think into Katsu I want to go first. Yeah, good luck, Pockets. I see some value here, but I wonder if it's worth it. I kind of think no. I am bringing in Erase Face just because it's easier to play. Or no, I'm not bringing in Erase Face. I'm just bringing in the D-Reacts. And hold on. We're going to do this. Or, no. We want Pummel because it's Disruption. Okay. Let me go back to our panel layout here. That way Pockets can talk shit and you guys can't see it. Don't know if it's real or cope. Yeah, that's super fair. I also don't know if it's real or cope. So we're just going to play a setup turn. And pass. Kind of a weak start. I will do a prediction. I know Burst Flame's going to lose his mind if I don't click the prediction button, so. Is it not a May? No, I'll just pass. You will talk shit here. No, it's not talking about talking shit. I'm saying that Pockets can talk shit to me in the chat below, like the Talishar chat. This card would be like water. Can't lose something you never had. I mean, I guess, yeah. Okay, so we're at one hit. I'm almost also okay with, man, he's already setting up Retrace. I'm also confused. He goes, wait, I did press the wrong button. Yeah, we'll get there. Thankfully we know who we're playing against, so it's like it's all good. I'm just gonna be on my second monitor, on my second of 3 monitors, just trying to throw together an Ira deck. Don't mind me while he makes his decisions. EOA Ira. Okay, he got Whelming Gust Wave. There we go. Okay. Now this, I do I don't have a way of converting this Sunken Treasure, which like really feels bad. So maybe I commit... Hold on. Maybe I commit the Crown here in the Unicycle. Oh, this just is Banish. Yeah. He knows my last 2 cards in hand, which like feels really bad, but reusable Breaking Sails, like that's insane. This is crazy. I did not realize that that card was this good. God, I hate my hand. Fuck your Gust Wave. Ooh. Sideboard on blocking decks was just to stop them from regaining the sword, and then the deck becomes a bit mid. But that was I reusing it. Okay. When you say stop them from regaining, you mean just like blocking any card that says Vengeance on it, basically? As much as I want to CNC Pummel, I just don't have a blue for it. We're gonna go here. Okay. That's close enough. That's close enough to a blue. So now he sends Edge a bottom, right? Cross wrap. Ninja. Okay. So that can touch the I'm gonna have to remember how I blocked. So it was this and this, then I passed, said okay, Tinkerings, no, then this, putting Sky Skimmer on the bottom. So I'm assuming in the Ira deck we want Tunic as the chest. What would be the legs for Ira? For an Ira version of, like, the Edge Bottom deck. Are they just snaps? It was Enact Vengeance. So we lost a cog at the beginning of the turn. It's on a nice 5-card hand. Have we gotten through a yellow? There is a yellow. Surging. Okay. We'll block 6 here. Sunken Treasure, flipping this Gust Wave to make a gold. Ancestrals, and then uses Scar Wraps. It's possible that I want to just play or block the Sunken Treasure there, and then just commit the D-React. And then that way I'm playing less around this interaction. Watching that, though, makes me think that Ancestral is, like, guaranteed in that Ira deck. And I know she wants Bittering Thorns, at least at red. I would assume at blue. Oh, he's dishonoring me? Sick. Just has the natty bonds line. So that, Enact Vengeance. I need to read some of the other cards, like the new ones. She can't play Gust Wave, no. Hundred Winds. Love this, because I can't effectively block the Mask trigger here as well. We're just gonna have to give him like a huge turn, because I need to keep enough for the dishonor. It is active, right? Yeah. have to play it like this? Actually, wait, no, hold on. Okay, the other... We wouldn't know in person that he attempted to play the, whatchamacallit, the blue that he has in his hand. So that's actually just an incorrect play that I did. Just like wasted the unicycle block. All red hand. He is swordless, yeah. So right now, because he's swordless, we want to prevent any vengeance hits, right? But also, he could just grab a vengeance card, right? Okay. Putting those in the list as well. I'm assuming Seek Vengeance is probably very good in Ira, but not so good in Katsu. Yeah. I did not remember that this card existed. I thought we were still just playing off of Ancestral, and I knew that he had already played 3. That's the reason why I blocked the way that I did. I don't know if that's, like, correct, but... So, hold on, dude. I think we just want to, I don't think he's on Razor Reflex, no. Okay. Can Arsenal this. Could also just go Sev. Or no, I could go draw a card. I need this to be go again. Please don't be a sunken treasure. Okay, that's acceptable. I didn't realize how low we were getting him. I guess we've been blocking... Oh, this is a hand of all time. And he can just pump this to 5. What's this one say? Ninja gets +1 when this hits if that was the last attack, draw card. Okay, so this hand does kill. Yeah, so I kind of need to see what he's gonna do and just let him do his thing. And then if I'm forced into blocking, then I can at most block like 3 here, right? Because chart plus Chart plus Cog plus Palantir. The new CNC's worst case, yeah. Does that card have combo? The new CNC? It does. That's pretty cool. You can technically search it off of Katsu then, right? So if I block 5 here, then I can still go chart this, and then I just keep the pummel for the following turn cycle. Because this prevents Mask and him going over the top of it. Which is why, like, my unicycle block that happened earlier in the game was, like, so fucking unbelievably bad. Yeah, so you can banish, and then this would hit, so you just get it back instantly. Oh, because he named... I didn't think about that. He named... I didn't realize that he had named Edge of Autumn on his retrace. Can't swing again, though. Yeah. I think we've probably got him here. But it's like thin margin I've got him. And it's just because I happen to draw, like, really well. Actually, hold on. Undo. I should 100% poly here. I forget how, like, critically important polying is there because it gives me access to this. So, of note, usually when, or at least that I've seen for this version of Puffin, usually this list doesn't play the Charter Course in the slot that I have it in. It's usually 3 of Cloud Skiff, I think is what it's called. So plus, we'll plus, and then we'll pummel. Two one with predictions. Hey, whatever works, right? I will say, watching that play out was, like, incredibly interesting. And it makes me wonder how, like, this deck would look, right? We'll change this over to 1-3 for now. Need more Katsu experience? I feel like you did fine. I mean, there's obviously, like, a little bit of, like, you're clicking the wrong buttons, but because we're, you know, because we know each other, I don't give a shit. We can go backwards and make sure that we're doing the right things at the right time, you know? Is this card good? This card's good. Because like I know the red version's very good, but the blue for Ira is like really good, I would imagine. Yeah, because I feel like you want to be on momentum for Ira as well. Red's the only one that sees play. I mean, right now, this deck just came out, like today. So, I think it's a question of, like, what stuff can go into a deck list for Ira. Think it won't change? Is Iris just bad? I feel like Iris is just bad. I'm just kind of questioning what boot slot you run. Like, do you run Pouncing Paws still? Just gonna toss some maybes. Card been out forever. Ninja always gets new ones. You mean that Bittering Thorns has been out forever? Bittering Thorns, this is the first time this card's been printed. Bittering Thorns Blue didn't exist before. You know what's interesting is with these blues, you can't play looking for scrap anymore. Yeah, the red and the yellow did exist. They didn't play the yellow. I know that. Let's see here. I know I want CNCs. Blue was not in crew. It was literally just yellow. It's only ever been yellow. You know what's funny is you can't play this card anymore either. Pretty awkward. Let me see here. Definitely want to put Erase Space into maybe board. I would assume E-Strike. You have Seek Vengeance. Is Seek Vengeance just basically looking for a scrap? Yeah, I guess. I'm assuming this deck wants E-Strike. Because it should be... Figure out what the rest of the reds look like. I'm assuming there's also probably, like, some chunk of, like, D-reacts and stuff like that. TCG Talks list. This is Ira or is it Katsu? This is their Ira deck. Okay. I like Nip. I like Nip a lot. Yeah, this is interesting. That's very interesting. But he's also on Iris. So... How's the on-hit go again, blues? Oh, for these two. Yeah, because you get a +1, a +1. I guess your arms are +1, right? Iris is too good. You think this card's, like, better than Mask of Momentum? Really? Is it simply because of, like, how Edge of Autumn works? Because you can edge into, if it hits, Whirling, and then Whirling is 4. Just a high threat tutor, yeah. I guess at the cost of 1 card, and like sometimes your hands break. So it's like, if I hit... Actually, it's not even if you hit. Why am I thinking... Oh no, activate this only if you hit. Okay. He's on Breeze Rider. What are you doing with Breeze Rider? Like, all your combo cards pretty much already have Go Again. Is this just a 1 block? You're so afraid to block early because Ira can tutor a mist later in the chain to continue it longer. Oh. So, like, if they block early, and you still have a card in hand, then at any point you're just like, you know what? Okay. Okay. I can see it. Yeah, it's just discard a card. Also, this tech is sick. I'm not gonna lie. This tech is super sick. Because I understand why he's playing it. I wonder if, Pearl Medallion? Why are you playing Pearl Medallion? Why do you need to tap... Oh, is it untap a permanent? God. I can't spell. Amulet. You said medallion. It threw me off. God, this is just untap a permanent. This shit's stupid. This card shouldn't exist. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Is he actually playing it? He's not playing this one. Alright. Well, I can see that he played it before the deck actually released, because he was playing it in OpenCC. Because this is OpenCC right here with these two. Alright, so my... Like... This is cool, and surprising, kind of. This is cool, this is fine, this is fine. This I like. This is okay, this is close enough. This is fine. This is rough. This is fine, this could probably be improved. This I dislike, and this I dislike, but I think this deck just needs to get fucking banned. They need to ban Tarantula Toxin. No deck should have a fucking 0 for 6. And if Mitch is in here about to complain that I'm complaining about a 0 for 6, then he can go play his 0 for 6s. Yeah, that pearl, I could see what you're talking about with the pearl medallion, or not. I'm gonna call it medallion now. Pearl amulet. I'm curious why yellow, but I feel like he's kind of on enough blues. Need to look at this. Probably fill the pitches, yeah. Okay, anything blocked over 50? No. Anything pitched over 50 would probably be blues. So, like, he's pitching Rowdy Locals way more than he's ever playing it. So, like, you're played... He's rarely ever playing Soul Beat Strike. He's rarely ever playing Rowdy Locals, and he's rarely ever playing Nip at the Heels. But the other... Oh, and I guess he's rarely ever playing Torrent Tempo. So, like, these on-hit blues... I'm not going to play Riptide. If you want to see me play Riptide, then you can earn up channel points, and you can pay what costs 2 packs for me to play a Riptide game. Or you could just get packs. That's the whole point of me having a deck request at 2 packs worth, because I don't want you to make me play a deck that I don't want to play. I might do like one special where we eventually change that around, but I'm very interested with Prismatic Leyline. I have 3 because I was trying to pick them up for Gravy Bones before I just decided that I was not going to play Gravy Bones. Can't remember where I put it though. Just got a bunch of stuff sitting next to me here. I'm just checking to see if they're in here or not. Experimented with 1 remembrance in the deck for longer games. For to rebuy Mist Blossoms. Okay, I guess for the helmet, right? Yeah, you just cycle back in more threats. I don't know. I kind of see it. You want to know what I need to find 2 more of if I'm going to play that, though? Can't do that to me. Speaking of cards I need to find, by the way, in foil, I still don't have a foil playset of this. Need to eventually pick that up. The Sirens are a spicy tech. Dude, they're very spicy. I'm kind of shocked that he's not running this card. Also, because it's a 2 for 7 on second cycle. Oh yeah. Okay, I see. You're making too much sense, man. Sorry if I'm not paying, or it doesn't look like I'm paying attention. I promise I am paying attention. I'm just like cycling through cards while we're chit-chatting. I get it. It's like, this is only always a 4, right? I need to go back. Fiddlers has gained 3 off of Helm, but doesn't threaten. Yeah. Doesn't threaten anything. And on top of that, Sirens of Safe Harbor has an armory promo. So it's pretty, and you can put it in your deck. So maybe another reason. Oh, also, just a cool card. I've got a stamped Blade Beckoner Boots I'm gonna probably put this into a Project Blue deck. Found that the other day while I was going through stuff. Yeah, that was stamped from my drafts at the Pro Tour. Which, by the way, Pro Tour is literally next weekend. We should be getting a lot of info on, I would assume Guardian Mastery Pack, and on the next set, the Super... I keep wanting to call it Super Smash, man. You can't call it Smash... What's it called? Super Slam? I keep wanting to call it... Yeah. They can't name it that, dude. I keep wanting to call it Super Smash, because fucking Super Smash Brothers. Also, this card needs to come down in price. Are they reprinting this card at all? Batter to a pulp. It's like egregiously expensive right now, right? Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I only have the one, so definitely tough. I'm just trying to kind of like prep some things for the, not for Guardian Mastery, but for the Pleiades deck, just in case Pleiades ends up being a playstyle that I like, which I'm trying to learn more, trying to get better at some of these slower, more grindy decks, because I think that I got too fixated on Aurora, and now that I'm not playing Aurora, here's my other kunai that I was looking for. Now that I'm not playing Aurora, everything's throwing me off, because I'm like, I can't just go fast and make other people figure out what to do. You know? Finding cards I need to set aside. Little King Shark's going in the trade binder for why am I blanking on Kyle's name? Kyle. It's going there for Kyle. Because I know he was saying that he wanted it. Let's see here. Just trying to go through and find some of this stuff. Dude, getting those for $30, those kind of crazy. At least looking at what they're at right now, comparing. That's got to feel really good. I did hear my pain in the backsides and wax-ons and a double strike. I did get my final That All You Got foil from Kyle. So now I've got a full set of that. It's meh at the moment. Tiger Ira. Eventually, it'll come back into the meta. It's one of those things, kind of waxes and wanes with the meta a little bit. What else do I have sitting over here? Speaking of Fiddler Screen, look at that foil, man. That's crazy. Looks so good. I'm just looking through what I've got here on my desk. I think a lot of this is like Armory deck, not Armory deck, but kind kind of armory deck, the Gravy Bones armory deck. I have this sitting on my desk as well. But I'm keeping these because I know there's going to be a deck that I'm going to want to play eventually that will play this. And so I'm keeping the NIMBYs. Let's see here. Nimblism Lieth. I could see it. I could see it happening. I think he's gonna be actually a slogism deck. I think he's meant to be the slogism deck. Because I think they're trying to go back and look at some old cards and be like, how can we make these things like really, really effective, right? Also, here's a card people probably don't ever want to see again. This card should get rotated out of the format completely. I don't think it should exist anymore. Dude, Slogism's crazy. Share your gift to yourself. I think I saw it in, was it Simon's Discord? You got the Japanese Ira and the Japanese Dorinthia, right? Yeah, that's sweet. Not gonna lie. If you play both those heroes, then that's crazy cool. I think this might be Ira. Been wanting them since release. Okay, you want to know how long it's been since I've played Ira? I'm just going to flip around. I just pulled it out, okay? I haven't done anything to it, okay? This is how long I haven't played Ira for. This is straight out of the deck box. This is how long it's been since I played Ira. Okay. Is that there's still a Zephyr Needle in it. But I want to check and see what cards I do have set aside here already, at least from TCG Talks list. Here, you want my crazy one of? Because you just want 1 for 5s that block 3? Bingo's so sick, dude. I love Bingo. I think I have a foil Edge Bottom sitting somewhere. Needs to wholeheartedly embrace the spicy one of. Dude, it does. It really does. I need to find I need to find one more foil sensor. I've got 2 here. I've got 3 spinnings and the 3 red Bittering Thorns, which I had to buy these individually on fucking TCG Player. Irritating. Incredibly irritating. They should have printed this card, like reprinted this card a long time ago at this point. I feel like, and this is just me, I feel like if he's not playing Rowdy Locals super often, that's basically everything on my desk, by the way. There's like one. Oh, here's a prismatic leyline. Maybe two prismatic leyline. Two prismatic leyline. But I think if he's not playing the Rowdy Locals super often, or the other two blues, the Soul Beat Striker Torrent of Tempo, like, in my opinion, your minimum played percent on a card needs to be like here. It needs to be in this like 30 range. It's really good when it lines up. 4 attack second cycle and on leyline turns. Yeah, I just like, I don't know, I just see these play numbers and I'm like, man, that's bad. Like, that's really bad. Even this card, like, this is the most played out of the 3, and it's probably just because it does this thing and it does the other +1 thing for some of these other cards. But like, this play rate is like abysmally bad. I think I would just rather play any other card and just see if it works better. Granted, there's also a couple cards in here that I see that he's not running anymore, like the Flex Claws, but that was only played 15 times. Give and Take seems like it's new in the list, because he's playing it right now, right? No, he's not. Okay. Mostly pitching or blocking with them? Yeah. So I'm thinking, so ignore this, ignore this, ignore this. This is a sideboard card. And it seems like he just started playing this, the Bittering Thorns Blue. But if you look at that percentage of play rate, like, this reads so much closer to how you're valuing, like, your legacy and how you're valuing your Seek Vengeance. Like, these percents look so much more like this one up here. Like, you want this number to be relatively low, but probably like 20-30%. Sorry, I'll scroll up just a little bit. You want this to be like 20-30%, right? You want this to be about 50, and you want this to be about 30. This is kind of where I'm at with most of my blues. Blue Bittering's out because it's a block 2. Oh yeah, because he's on yellow Bittering now. Okay. So, ignore this line. We're looking at this. So, looking at all these blues down here. I like this. This card's crazy good. Based off of what this says, this seems incredibly good. Oh, this is just double strike. Yeah, that card's fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? This card's insane. Yeah, that makes sense. Seek Vengeance at blue. I can see why it's 32%. You probably want to be playing your Vengeance. Is pitch block play. Yeah, so like your highest value should be your pitch, right? If the blue's really good, like in the case of Vengeance Never Rests here, then you like seeing this high of a value, right? Because that means when you see this card, you know you're playing into it, like, pretty effectively. Or you're intentionally playing towards it, right? Especially in Ira, dude, being able to go, like, pitch 1, I'll play my Edge, play Vengeance for 4. If you block 4, I'll pump it to 5, and then just send it again. Rarely getting the second cycle, yeah. That seems fair. I just don't think that, like, I could maybe see cutting one of these two. Just beat Reinar. Nice. Still playing Dory right now? Top 2 played as Vengeance and Legacy, which are good. Rowdy and Soulbead are debatable. Yeah, I think this one and either this one of these two, give or take, they're both very, very similar, right? He's played Soulbead a lot more, or seen it a lot more than he's seen this card. So it's like, I would trust the stats of this one more than I would trust the stats of this one, because he's seen it 130 more times, right? Yeah. Don't know the other block blue 3 alternatives. Does he have a maybe board? This is all that stuff. Okay. I like the sideboard. I dislike this card. I dislike this card. I would probably change some of this, but that's just like a personal preference thing. I like Sinks in the main, though. I think you should be absolutely, like, 1,000% you should be playing Shelter. Syndra's a deck that exists right now. You need to be playing Shelter. Unless TCG Talk just, like, fucking hates Shelter. Which I forget if he's one of the people who's, like, adamantly against Shelter or not. But just, what was I thinking here? We can really, really quickly do a assessment. Blue, block 3, Legal and Ira. Okay. So, top row, kind of shit. Second row, maybe playable, because it's another +1. Obviously, the second half of this doesn't exist, right? This second portion of the text right here doesn't matter. But this does. Maybe. You don't own Shelter? I would go grab my Shelters and, like, show off my full foil set, but that's just adding insult to injury, right? Katsu probably a +1 on hit, but with no Mask of Momentum, it's not. Isn't that important? Yeah. Because, like, you're already running Nip, right? So Nip, okay. Did I close out of his... Here, we'll do the search over here. Let's go to cards. Actually, this... So, the big thing here is we're looking at the blues, right? So, like, this card, 3 or less base, right? So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 hits. 21 hits on Nip. But then for Concealed Blade, you have 3, 6, 9, 12. This is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. The only other option is Ripple Away. Dude, I love Ripple Away, so that's fine with me. I feel like, so, okay, important to note what does this miss that Concealed Blade hits, but this doesn't? Or this does hit, but Concealed Blade doesn't, right? So this hits this card, this card, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, right? Yeah. So the only thing that changing this to Concealed Blade does is that if you're playing Concealed Blade, you miss this card here, the Rowdy Locals. But otherwise, you get Bittering red and yellow, the Enact Vengeance, which is also really good, right? Seek Vengeance red and blue, Spinning, Whirling, you get Soul Bead, Torrent, and Vengeance. Like, I think this card should probably be Concealed Blade. If I had to make any, like, quick changes. Because I don't like this card, personally. I think this card's bad. Budget option. Is this card expensive? Decently expensive. Not terrible, but I could see it. Man, why do, like, blue generics suck? Like, you could just play both. You could just play Nip and Concealed Blade, and you just got, like, a shit ton of +1s. You're just like, oops. Like, you blocked. I have 3 cards in my hand, you know, do I have 3 +1s, or, like, are they doing something else, right? Because, yeah. So we're saying this card's, like, fucking crazy good. Excuse me. Oh no, we do want to be on Ninja. Which means if we're playing that card, we need 3 of wherever it is. It's Whirling, right? Yeah. We didn't like blue Bittering Thorns, but we like yellow because it's a good break point off of her ability. You get to play all those +1s that we were just looking at. So let's just... I'm going to pull this up on my other screen so I can look at it. So we have Ancestral, Bittering red and yellow, Censor, which I do like. I like the Erase Face and the Sideboard, probably. Because CNC... Is E-Strike good in this deck? Or no? Because I think my original Ira deck played E-Strike. He's on Spinning red. I'm surprised at how many Ninja cards he's able to fit in here. I feel like spinning feels pretty good, though. I liked spinning in my original Ira list. It's just like, it feels like a really good extender. Legacy. Oh, we were talking about Nip. And Concealed. And then Soul Bead. Although I'm not a huge fan of the numbers on these. I think this is like a baseline starting point. We go maybes on E-Strike. And then I can see the sirens. So we start with this as kind of like a baseline, right? Because then we're basing it off of, is Prismatic Leyline worth it? Is Rowdy Locals worth considering? Are Soul Bead and Torrent of Tempo worth considering? Is Sirens worth the extra slot? And then sideboard wise, I don't really have a sideboard outside of a bunch of D-Reacts and some utility equipment pieces, which I probably needed a third AB. Alright. I think that's going to be it for me for right now, though. I appreciate hanging out, chit-chatting. I'm going to have to do some digging through boxes and stuff like that, probably try and put something together. Hopefully my LGS actually has the Ira deck. I didn't even think about pre-ordering one because I forgot, if I'm being completely honest, that it was coming out this week. So we'll have to see what that looks like and see if we can get one. But thanks for hanging out. I appreciate y'all being here and hanging out, even if things don't necessarily go the way that we expected them to. Tavern posted they got stock. Sick. I will probably snag one from them or snag one from Decked, depending on price-wise what everything looks like. So thanks for coming by, hanging out today. You might be seeing me play Ibra going forward. We're going to need to check things out and see if this is legit or not. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I will be streaming next Wednesday, as long as everything goes fine. Keeping to that Wednesday-Friday schedule, kind of roughly. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.